So, this is something that was asked of me on my Discord. Uh, I know this is random, and I haven't made a video in like a few days, or like a week to 2 weeks. But this was asked of me, and it was on my Discord, and people were asking, well, what exactly um is your take on the whole thing regarding Nintendo and the pricing and why it's and like how do you feel about it? And like, well, I'm gonna start off by saying this. First off, I want you to know that me and the Urban Ninja, that the day of that direct was literally just going off in excitement in here. Like, I purposely took the day off to watch that direct, and I was blown away. I was honestly blown away. One, I did not expect for a Mario Kart Forza to be real. This is something that I always wanted. This is something that I didn't think was going to happen for a while, but it looks like that's what we're getting. And I say all that to say this. One, I knew the increasing of the prices was going to be a thing. I mean, let's just call a spade, right? You got this game in particular that looks like it's like there's so much extra content and new animation styles, better carts. I can roam around the area as much as I want. I can change the character. I've been wanting to change the character's attire for the longest time in Mario Kart, and they're giving us a chance to do that. And the game looks beautiful. The game looks very, 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 very fun. This is something that I'm probably gonna play. Look, listen. You're talking to a dude who literally used to just drive Midnight Club 3, on the PlayStation 2 at like 12 o'clock at night as a kid. I need y'all to understand that. I have no problem with this. That's my take on it. I understand that people are upset about the spike, and look, I get it. I get it. But here's the thing. For me, it doesn't affect me. Why doesn't it affect me? Because one, I literally buy things that are very expensive. I'm a nerd. I'm going to buy. Being a nerd is expensive. Let's just say that right off the bat. Being a nerd is over the hill expensive. Okay. In regard, even offshoot of Nintendo, regards to Digimon, bro. Do you realize that Godzilla crossover VPET that they just announced a few weeks ago? You realize that's coming to about like $100, right? And mind you, that is something that is literally a little Tamagotchi toy, a small Tamagotchi toy in full color, and it's $100 max. If just one is gonna cost me like $80, but you know the tax is gonna go up. So ultimately, and for shipping and handling, so that is about $100. Again, even if I didn't get a video game, a Nintendo Switch 2 video game, right, and I literally just bought anything else, bro, I'm still looking to be spending $100 on, not even 100, but 200, 300 on certain items that I've been wanting to get and like, you know, like collecting my funds for and like build up my money for. This is nothing new to me, and that's what I'm getting at. This is nothing new. This whole pricing situation I'm gonna keep it a spade a spade. The lot of you who whined and complained on Twitter, and especially on that showcase, Treehouse showcase for this game and Donkey Kong Bonanza, which looks great, I want to add. You're gonna buy the game regardless. Look, this is not something that is like surprising. I understand that people are probably gonna get upset that the fact that I don't really care, because I was going to spend over amounts of money on the things that I like regardless. Bro, if you seen my videos, you'll notice the gaming chair I had. Do y'all understand that ish cost me $900 alone, and people were clowning me because I spent $900? First of all, mind your damn business. Secondly, this is a Dragon Ball Z gaming chair. I know it's gonna cost money. I know it is. The thing that I'm trying to get to is the fact that, like, people really do need to know how to manage their money wisely. Just because this thing spiked up and people are blaming it on the tariffs doesn't mean shit. Things are gonna spike up. Things that's popular are going to spike up, and this is no different. Yeah, sure, y'all can say the whole gaming chat thing is cringe because it, you know, it's like Wish Discord, like, because of the cameras are all glitchy or whatever. Fine, say whatever y'all want. Guess what? Still gonna buy the game. Why? Because it's Nintendo. Because it's Mario. And that's not an L take. That's actually true. Bro, listen, and just to go off on Pokemon, there were so many people that whined and complained about the national decks and the graphics looking choppy. That game ended up still having those issues and becoming the #1 Pokemon game to be sold currently. Sword and Shield sold a lot, despite the fact that it barely had anything. People loved that game. People bought that game. Both games, I might add, full price. Full price, along with any other else collectibles that they wanted to get that's regarding Pokemon. So come on, let's not sit here and try to pretend that doesn't happen, because it does. They get y'all every single time. And truth be told, that's the reason why they're doing this. Okay? Because these companies are not stupid. They think y'all are. They think y'all are gullible enough to just keep buying the product. They know they got y'all. They know they got y'all by the balls. Okay? They realize that. They understand that y'all gonna be down with them regardless. That's why y'all literally go to every live stream showcase that they got, cause y'all are the fans. You're not going nowhere. So the fact that some of you, I'm not saying all, and I definitely understand that, and even some of you have your reasons as to why you don't like this, and look, I get it. Regardless of that, y'all not going nowhere. They know that, I know that, and deep down, you know that. Now, like I said, I always say, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to one word I freaking say. But let me tell you something, okay? While I'm ranting, this direct was the best thing that I've ever seen. This direct was something that, low-key, I've been wanting for a while. Why is that? Why is that, Rio? Because I knew, and like many others, we knew that something big was going to happen with this. And it did. Like I said before, Mario Kart Forza. Uh, 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 a game that I have not played and I'm interested to play. Deltarune. All four chapters, right? A Bloodborne-like game. It literally looks like Bloodborne 2 or a prequel to Bloodborne. The Duskbloods. That's exclusive. Exclusive to the Switch 2. You telling me, no, y'all buying this, okay? Regardless of the fact that it's coming out next year. We finally get the GameCube. We finally get the GameCube for online. Fam, stop playing. Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gala Darkness. Are you kidding me? Along with Soul Calibur 2? Mind you, if you didn't have, I want to put this out right now. If you did not have a physical GameCube, you could not play this game. Why? Because that game in particular, Soul Calibur 2, has only been for that console. They didn't port it anywhere else. You could not buy it anywhere else. You couldn't play it anywhere else except for the GameCube. If you didn't have that, guess what? You couldn't experience it. And that's one of my most favorite. That's my favorite Soul Calibur game. My favorite one. Y'all can quote me on that. It's literally my favorite one. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm recording. It's literally my favorite one. So let's not sit here and try to act like that's not a thing, okay? Let's not sit here and try to act like this is not this is anything big. Not to mention, and yes, I skipped ahead to this. We get 007 back, along with a Final Fantasy IX remake, which apparently everybody was loving. Like, holy crap! Like it looks amazing. Like, holy crap! I know people are gonna be excited about that. People love Final Fantasy. Hell, look, I'm still trying to get into the whole Final Fantasy-esque. And then on top of that, no, shoot, that's not even the real reason why I literally lost my shit at this direct, bro. First and foremost, I have been wanting to play Kirby Air Ride. I've been wanting to play that for a long time. I experienced it one time when I was over at my old friend's house when I was really young. When I was really young, he had Kirby's Air Ride, and I played it, and I had so much fun playing it. Did I suck at it? Yeah, I did. Because back then I was booty cheeks at racing games. But I loved Kirby. I love Kirby's Air Ride. And after all this time, we finally get a Kirby Air Ride sequel. We get a Kirby Air Ride. Hold on. Let me just go to it. When I saw this, I literally was shaking. Okay? I was literally shaking. Because I have been waiting. Also, people have already theorized that like this is probably a continuation from Smash Ultimate, where Kirby just disappeared with his Warp Star, and the Warp Star is struggling to be clicked on, and Kirby's beating the shit out of it to turn on. When I saw this moment, and the blasters, like the, you know what I'm saying, like the parachutes coming out of the star, I lost it. I was jumping up and down in here. I went through Urban Ninja's room to my room. This is something I've been wanting to see. And again, shout out to Sakurai for doing this. Thank you, Sakurai. You did your big one. You're doing your big one with this, and I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough for this. I'm going to be playing. There is no way I'm skipping this this game or the Switch 2 because I'm mad about the price. No, I'm sorry. Y'all, I'll just die on that hill for all I care. Listen, you're talking to a dude who is literally about to buy a whole bunch of Super Sentai merch within the next few days. Okay, I need y'all to understand this, and that is gonna cost me a pretty penny. I need y'all can y'all understand this? Okay, and then on top of that, I'm finally getting a Donkey Kong game that I've always wanted. Y'all don't know this about me, but I played the living fuck and beat Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Color many years ago. When I tell you I have been wanting a game where I could literally smash and break stuff up because I'm a big monkey with giant hands and climb. I have been wanting this because I've always said this. I've always thought about this. Well, shoot, if Donkey Kong has this much power when he punches somebody in Smash, why can't you have him do this, punching everything in sight? Have him break shit up. Have him just break things, collect it. Have him actually show how strong he is. He's literally a big monkey. This is what I've always thought about Donkey Kong. I've always seen Donkey Kong as this powerhouse of strength. He's a big monkey with giant hands. He need to catch hands with somebody. He need to use them hands. And we're finally getting a game where he's doing that. We're finally getting a game where he's actually using his strength. Yes. Y'all really think I'm gonna pass this up? You're out of your fucking minds. You're out of your minds. Him battling other monkeys? Yes. Give King K. Rool a break. Give him a break. Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's coming out the same year. The same year as Kirby Air Riders, as Mario Kart World, as mother freaking, hold on. As this. And we're going back to this again. We're going back to this again. Why? Because like I said, people have been foaming at the mouth, wishing for this. So have I. I'm saying this now. If they didn't talk about GameCube being online, your boy would have bought a physical GameCube and gotten all of the game titles that you're seeing right now. I would have gotten Wind Waker. I would have gotten Soul Calibur 2. Despite the fact that it costs a pretty penny, I would have got Colosseum. I would have got Gale of Darkness. Because I love those games. I would have gotten freaking Billy Hatcher. Yes, I'm a fan of Billy Hatcher. And I hope to God at sometime this year or next year that gets ported over to online. Because I've wanted to play Billy Hatcher for the longest time. And then again, I can play this online. I can play this with my friends. Yes. So again, if you know how to manage your money and buy things at a separate amount of time, do it. We have to stop making these excuses where It's just you're gonna be over the wall. It's just overwalking prices. These outrageous prices. Okay, I don't know. Look, I don't know how some of y'all's budgeting works. If y'all don't have a job, that's understandable. But you should, respectfully, you should not be paying. You should not be buying anything expensive until you get yourself a good job, a job in general, where you actually have leeway to buy these expensive things. Because like I said, a lot of us are nerds. We are nerds. Being a nerd is overarching expensive. That is not that is not a that is not a what's the word I'm looking for? That is not a joke. It's the truth. It's the God honest truth. So my whole take is it crazy that it just bumped up like that? Sure. Is it obvious that they did it? Bruh, this is Nintendo. They've been here first. Okay? Now, arguably, somebody's gonna say, no, that's not true. There was another company. They've been here first. Okay? They make the impact with video games. They were the ones that gave us Mortal Kombat. Alright? So, I don't want to hear, drop the price. Bro, they're not going to do that. They know they're going to have y'all's money at the end of all of this. They know that. So let's just do what any logical thinking person, responsible thinking person would do. Save your money and buy this when you have the opportunity to do so. No one said you had to buy this come launch. It's going to be here at launch. It's not mandatory for you to buy it at launch. It's not like it's going anywhere. That's another thing. When you have the moment, when you have the opportunity to, buy the things that you want to buy. No one said that you had to, the moment, the day it comes, you just have to get it now. You just have to get, no. Obviously, when this comes out, I will be buying one thing at a time. That's just logical sense for anybody. Okay? So, I'm just putting that out there. Again, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to say, you don't have to hear a word that I just said. But understand this. These companies are going to do what they're going to do to make a sale. And if you continue to show immaturity and just overarching, just like ridiculousness about it, you're going to lose every single time. And if you fold after you do all this ridiculous stuff, come the end of it, you're the one that's going to look ridiculous. Why? Because they've won. Because they have your money. And they know that. Y'all keep proving it every single time. Again, this is not me being mean or just mean-spirited or disingenuous. This is things that I have seen. Especially in regard to the Pokemon community. No disrespect to them, but they proved that it doesn't matter. Alright? That's all I wanted to say about this. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Obviously. Some of y'all probably gonna have a problem with what I just said. And that's fine. This has been Master Real Sakurai. I'm gonna go drink the rest of my coffee and sleep. Y'all have a good day. Peace.